Hello, crafting YouTubers. Welcome to, that just sounds like YouTubers. That sounds like a vegetable or something, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm sure there's a better title for this, but welcome to another edition of Sun Dragon Tips and Tricks. We are trying another slightly more advanced crochet lesson today with foundation, single, and double crochet. I'm going to try to draw out a little bit of the single, and then we'll more see singles and doubles to kind of wrap your brain around what's happening. So I should introduce myself. I'm Rebecca from Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in Brevard, North Carolina. And we've been having a lot of fun both chatting on our sideshow channel, if you want to see a little bit of Liz and what we're up to, and trying to give you some instruction here. And we're looking into models where we could do one-on-one help, where we could do classes remotely, all that kind of fun stuff. And perhaps a little more of what you can buy from our shop if you like some of our products. However, this is more about a conversation about crafting, about being able to build your repertoire so you can do more cool things. Because I believe if you can single and double crochet, the sky is the limit in terms of what you can make. So let's learn a new way to cast on, a new way to start your crochet projects that either a pattern might tell you about or you might want to use if you have to chain a whole bunch and then go back along the whole row and do a single or double crochet. Let's dive in. So for a regular start, you chain as many as you need, and then you work back into that chain to go back across. So for my first stitch, I might skip this first one to give me my height. Remember, my adage is you need to go up to go over. Here's my hook. I may go, remember, a regular single crochet is you go into the hook and you pull up a loop, and then you yarn over and go through both loops on the hook. I'm going to try to demonstrate that idea with symbols here, or with circles. So if you go, and then you go into the next one, you go into it and pull up a loop, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. It's going to give you two little pieces, but there's two yarn overs involved. Into the next one to pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the two loops on the hook, and so on. Pull up a loop, pull through both. Pull up a loop, pull through both. Pull up a loop, pull through both. Those are my singles when I work back across. So to best demonstrate what was going on above to what's going on here, there's an extra step. So we only start with two, and your hook will skip the first one just like a regular chain start. It will go into the second one, we'll go in here, we'll yarn over and pull up a loop, but then we'll yarn over and pull through that one, only once, only one little piece, and then we yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. So it will look like a single crochet, but there'll be an extra spot at the bottom where we go in there for our next one to pull up a loop, yarn over and only go through that one, and then yarn over and go through both loops on the hook. Then we go down into the base of what we just made to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, only go through that loop, and yarn over and go through both loops on the hook. Then we go into the base again to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through only one loop, and yarn over and go through both loops on the hook. So we can keep building as we go. Let's see what it looks like in real life instead of just circles on a page. I am starting with just my slip knot on my hook. And remember I said we need to chain two. So 1, 2. I'm going to go back through this first one. You'll see versions that say we need to get under 2 loops. Maybe we've got to dig under or have our 1 loop up top. We can go straight into it. I find once I get going, it's really hard to find 2 loops at the bottom to go into. But there are different versions of this, know that. So, like I did in the drawing, I'm going to go in and yarn over and pull up a loop. And if I was doing a regular single crochet, I would just yarn over and go through both. But as foundation, I need to give it, we could almost call it an anchor or a spot to do the next one. So I'm going to yarn over and just go through that loop I pulled up. And then I'm going to yarn over and go through both loops on the hook. If I turn that at an angle, here's my single crochet, and here's the extra anchor at the bottom. That, follow the stitch down to say that's where I'm going to go in, yarn over and pull up a loop. And what makes this foundation is I'm going to add an extra loop at the bottom, yarn over and go through only one, and then yarn over and go through both. I have 2 V's along the top, so I've done 2. I like to count the top to know how many I've done. I'm going to go to the base of this, get my hook in, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now instead of a regular single crochet, I will yarn over and pull through only one, and then yarn over and pull through both. It leaves a little bit of a bigger hole down here than you might want, but it's a great way to combine 2 rows into one, or if a pattern tells you to do foundation. If you wanted to not have as big a gap down here, when you go in, you can look back here and try to find a second one to go through. So you can yarn over and pull up a loop, and then remember, only pull through one, and yarn over and go through both. I don't really like how that looks though, personally. I think it throws the stitch off. So as long as you don't mind, I'll just pull it out. Boop! As long as you don't mind having a little bit of a gap there, it's a really great way to start. Go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through one, yarn over, go through 2. Besides, there's so much in crochet that has an edging on it anyway, you probably will cover this up with something else before you're done. Now the same theory can be applied to doubles, triples, anything like that. The starting instructions may look a little different, but for the most part, instead of just doing 2, you might do 3, you might even do 4 if you were going to do a double. But then I would do, and then some patterns will count this as a stitch and some won't, but start your yarn over for your double crochet, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, but instead of finishing your double, give yourself another base to go into. So yarn over and go through one, and then we can finish our double. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now if I yank on this a little, here's my post that I just made. So if I find the bottom of it, set up for another double, go into that bottom one, yarn over, pull up a loop, give yourself a foundation for your next one, yarn over, only go through one, and then yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Again, that gives you a base down here to go into and pull over and go up. This one, again, you can find maybe 2 strands down here, but it can be a little more challenging. So let's do another one. Yarn over to set up, go into the base of that chain, in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, only go into one to move you over, yarn over, set of 2, yarn over, set of 2. You can do that for as many double crochets as you need. Thanks very much for coming with me on the journey to try to diagram foundation, single and double crochet. I think I had a little bit more efficacy in showing you how to do it. This one's the double. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you'd like more of a breakdown or anything else answered on this, because I really want to help you out with this. This is a great technique if, say, you have to start a blanket with a bajillion stitches and then go back and do singles or doubles in all of your chains. It can be a great way to speed up the process just a bit. So let me know what you think. Let me know what other videos you would like to see. Consider if you want to possibly give us some donations to keep this thing going. We're working on the monetary side of this. I don't believe in charging for these videos, but I would like to start doing more of some remote one-on-one learning, which we would keep really reasonable. Our fees in the shop are about $15 an appointment. We come up with reasonable shop project fees if you want to do a longer project rather than just, I want to learn something. Nothing beats one-on-one instruction. And right now we're not going out a lot, so I think it'd be really helpful for us to teleconference about things. And that can not only help locals who want to stay safe right now, but people who have started to watch us from all over the place, which is awesome. Let me help you on your crafting journey. If these videos are enough, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. May you have much joy and confidence in your crafting. If we can assist you, I'm a teacher at heart. That's what I love to do. So if we can assist you and also help keep our shop running, I'm hoping that's a win-win situation. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe. Please share this with friends who you think might get a kick out of it or get something out of it. And let's just keep the conversation going. I think this will be great. Y'all have a great day. Ah, the life of a cat. You're just yawning all day today, huh? Yeah? I see.